Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Monday, January 6th. Hope you've all been able to stay safe out there away from the weather conditions. Supposedly big storm. We're shooting this on Friday, so the storm hasn't hit yet. As Mary Ellen Garner is here, we are going to talk about a wide variety, interesting subject. I can't wait.
I can't even.
I have been looking forward to this. You and I started getting together, figuring out when we were going to do this 6, 8, 10 months ago. It was an amazing negotiational pattern for us to finally be able to come together to
Many
get this
agents
going.
and lawyers involved.
Well, you know, I hate to talk about the lawyers because once you mention them, you have to pay them.
Yeah. They're outside. They've got a little coin purse.
Hey, he just mentioned us. That's 15 minutes.
Yeah. And 15 cents.
There you go. But Mary Ellen Garner is here, and we are going to talk about, she is an active actress and production, member of production team, team member of several different production teams in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, and we are going to talk all about that this morning with Mary Ellen. But first, let's tell you a few things going on in and around your community today. I tell you what, folks, I mentioned it last Friday, that it's occasionally difficult to come up with stuff to talk about in the middle of January. Well, you know, that reigns true still. There's not too much to talk about, but I was able to find a couple of different community events that we can tell you about. On Tuesday, now I'm going to probably show this show, let's see, how many times you want this show to show this week?
5.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that. You're such an actress. Once the stage, once the whole thing. We'll probably show it once or twice, maybe this week. But there is a blood drive on Tuesday. If you can get out to the St. Anthony's Memorial Hospital, that is up in Effingham, of course. They will host a community blood drive with Impact Life. Now, keep that in mind. They are the provider of blood components for the local hospitals. The blood drive has started a couple of hours ago. Started at 7:30 this morning. It's going to go to 12:30 today, and that'll be inside the auditorium up at the hospital. You need to make a phone call to Impact Life at 800-747-5401 if you would like to make a donation. You need to make an appointment to make that, or go to www.bloodcenter.org and use 70739, code 70739 to locate the drive. Easy to find. Must be, of course, 17 years of age to be a blood donor, or 16 with parental permission. Also weigh more than 110 pounds. Photo ID is required. And for questions on eligibility, you can give them a call. It's a safe, simple procedure that takes 45 minutes. Now, that's what they say. But I have given blood numerous times, but I'm not using Impact Life. I've used a Red Cross, which I have another one coming up later this week that's a Red Cross. You don't want to do them both, folks. The Red Cross blood drive will be at the Community of Christ Church in Fairfield on Wednesday. Stick with one or the other. If you're living in the southern part of the view in the area, by all means, head to Fairfield, go to the Get Your Blood Drawn there. If you're living in the northern part, up toward Effingham, by all means, head to the Impact Life one, as they just serve two different sets of hospital. Now, I got to ask you, is this too complicated?
What?
For blood drives? For a blood drive?
There was a little much.
Shouldn't there be just basically...
I have questions.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you our viewers have questions right now. What would your first question be?
Well, why can't I do both?
Well, first of all, it takes about 8 weeks for if you donate blood, it takes about 8 weeks.
But if I wait 8 weeks, I can go to the other one.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I could be like every 8 weeks. This one.
Right, if you like to do that, you can pick one, then the other.
They need it, right? Like
they both need it.
Yeah.
It really kind of depends.
So don't limit yourself.
You do want to make sure you do, if you're going to do that, make sure you keep good track of it, so that because all they'll know, the last time you gave blood was 8 weeks ago or 16 weeks ago. They might take it.
I picture someone's car just full of little Debbies that they've collected at every station.
Well, you see, now you're on the right path.
Yeah, OJ
because you can, you collect the snacks.
Yeah, definitely.
Eat the
It's a fair
snacks.
trade.
Other than your blood being worth probably $1,000. Who knows? But
Well, little Debbie's are going out, right?
that's everything goes up all the time. But like I said, the Red Cross Blood Drive will be at the Community of Christ Church in Fairfield. That you'll need to go to redcrossblood.org for that one to make a donation. Pardon me, or to make an appointment to make your donation. See, now that's the one that I've been involved in. Like I said, I've never given to the Impact Life people, but
Any particular reason?
I didn't know it existed until I got here.
That's exciting. Learn something new.
It was. I was very proud to learn exactly that there was some other blood source thing. I didn't know, but I didn't know what it was. But yeah, that's good. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Get off the blood drives and make more some sense. Enduring Freedom Ministries in January, we'll have the following distribution dates up in Shumway. The Freedom House Food Pantry that's on Southwest Street in Shumway. Starts on Tuesday, the 7th at 4 p.m. That's tomorrow at 4 p.m. And they will have all services free for everyone. They do require that you call for an appointment. That's at 217-240-0059. It is, like I said, located at 304 Southwest Street. They'll have giveaways tomorrow and the 14th from 4 to 6 in Shumway. Also Wednesday, the 8th and 15th from noon to 2. So that's something you might want to keep track of. What else is going on this week? On Wednesday night over in Effingham, Poss Music Works at the Village Wine and Spirits in Effingham. They're going to be putting on their songwriter open mic night. Of course, it recurs weekly every Wednesday. Now, this is a cool one. This is the first Wednesday of the month. Well, they don't count the January 1st. This is the first Wednesday of the month. They're going to have the band there, and you're going to want to take your you can play in front of a band, bring your instrument, bring your music, whatever you want. The band's good enough, they'll be able to play with you. Other than that, on the other Wednesdays of the month, you're singing by yourself with your guitar or your CD. Have you ever done that?
No, but that sounds really cool.
Have you? I mean, are you a singer? You're out in Hollywood.
Not
you
for
have
pay.
Not for
I would
pay.
never ask anyone to pay me.
Well, see, your family is full of just
It's very true.
tremendously talented professional singers.
It's very true, and I do love singing, but I was such an obstinate child.
You decided not to go into it.
Well, yeah, I was like, all the boys did that, and it was just, I was like, I want to be different.
The boys can sing.
They can sing.
The boys.
They can ask for money. I cannot.
That's true.
They can-
they can have money thrown at them.
Yeah.
Because of their singing.
Yeah, I would just let everyone down.
Well, that's people's got to have people to collect the money.
Look, I
too.
have talents. We're okay.
You have talent.
I have
That's
talents.
exactly
We're
right.
okay.
We're
They
going to talk about them today.
Yeah.
All the talents. We're going to talk about all those today. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen, here on January 6th? This is National Bean Day. National Bean Day falls on the 6th every year. Green, red, kidney, lima beans are just a few of the different kinds of beans recognized on National Bean Days. This day celebrates all shapes and sizes and colors. How long do you think, when do you think we started cultivating beans? This is a good question. This is a really good question. I will give you, I need to know the millennium. What millennium do you think, and I will give you one each direction.
Wait, hold the phone. What am I guessing?
We were guessing when man started cultivating beans, legumes.
I mean, I'm assuming
This is a good question.
I'm assuming it's
this is something
BC. My guess is BC.
It's BC, that's correct. That is very correct. BC. Before writing.
Before writing. Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like Mesopotamia, like.
Before that.
Before that even.
Yeah, it was like 7,000 BC. 9,000 years ago.
That's a lot.
That's a long time ago.
It's a magical fruit.
The more you eat, the better you feel, or something like that. There's some of the different beans here that you can celebrate on National Bean Days. Did you eat beans for Happy New Year? Do you realize that's the big Happy New Year thing, right?
Yeah, I grew up with that, but I've
Ham and
never liked ham and beans.
Join the club.
Yeah, I've never liked them.
I grew up eating ham and beans for Happy New Year's every year, and just really hating it. And then when the time I left the house, I said no, thank you anymore.
Yeah, you know what I do now?
What?
Is 12 grapes at midnight.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why that? I don't understand the 12 grapes.
I think it's a Spanish tradition.
Oh, no kidding.
And there was a year that they needed to sell. And so they created this tradition of 12 grapes.
They ran
at midnight.
They had a surplus.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And so, like, it started as that, and then it just turned into its whole thing where good luck comes if you eat 12 at midnight.
I have never heard of 12 grapes at Christmas.
And
if they're crushed in champagne, I have heard of that.
Gotta be solid, gotta be green.
Gotta be solid.
Gotta be a particular grape.
Oh, really?
And I think if you're single and you eat it under a table, that's supposed to bring a person into your new life.
You eat it under the table?
Yeah.
You eat it under the table?
That might be made up, but I did it anyways.
Somebody asked you to go under the table.
Yeah, I went under there and ate my grapes. I was like, this is going to be a good year.
Was it a good year? Or was that this time?
It's been
last
every
week?
year for the last 3 or 4 years.
After 4 years ago, we all wanted a good year after 2020.
And I think I've had a good 4 years.
There you go. That's
not been easy, but there's been rewards.
There you are, folks. There you go. So right there, I love the new tradition for Mary Ellen eating 12 grapes under the table.
And you got to eat them all within a minute. Like it's like you eat one each clock strike.
Really?
Yeah. YouTube it.
I have never heard such a thing, and I will keep that because I stayed up with friends, had a good time on New Year's Eve, and we did not eat grapes under the table, but I am fascinated.
We'll see how your year goes and how my year goes.
I know.
We'll talk in a year.
There you go. A year from now, we'll find out my year's gone to heck, and your year has just zoomed upward and onward.
I'm a millionaire.
I like your thinking. That's great. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is also National Shortbread Day. Now, you weren't eating shortbread under the table, I'll bet.
Nope.
This recognizes a classic Scottish treat enjoyed around the world. The shortbread is the traditional Scottish dessert made with 1 part sugar, 2 parts butter, 3 parts flour. Modern recipes will deviate occasionally by splitting the sugar portion into granulated as well as powdered. Shortbread earns its name because of its crumbly texture. Its high-fat content provided by the butter results in a shortbread crumb. Shortening refers to any fat that may be added to the product to produce a short texture. Short texture being a crumbly texture. See, now you know that too.
Yeah.
Did you already know all that?
No, and I followed along to every word.
A good cooking show, good cooking tips.
Well, I'm impressed that you it's educational.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to learn all kinds of stuff today. Can you freeze shortbread? Absolutely. Shortbread freezes quite well. Avoid using freezer bags to prevent breakage, however. Instead, use a freezer container with a lid. And should the dough be chilled before baking? What do you think? You're not a baker.
Well, but it's, yes, I think it should be.
That's great. Yeah, that's good answer. Yes, chilling shortbread dough firms up the butter and allows the dough to keep its shape.
That's what I was thinking. The butter, you wouldn't want it room temperature.
I tell you what, the things you know.
I know. When you grow up around here, you learn.
It's tremendous.
Things like that.
It is tremendous. The next one, I'm certain you're gonna be fired up for this one too.
Okay.
Each year on January 6th, this is. Let me hit the right button. National Cuddle Up Day.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, each year on January 6th, this encourages folks to snuggle up with someone or something for health benefits and more. January typically has some of the coldest days of the year, so what better way to stay warm and reap the health benefits of cuddling than on National Cuddle Up Day, whether it's a 3-dog night Nice old cold. It takes 3 dogs to cuddle up with to stay warm or just slightly chilly. There are multiple benefits to cuddling. Cuddling releases oxytocin. This hormone alone has tremendous health benefits. Besides giving folks warm and fuzzy feelings, oxytocin. Oxytocin.
You got it.
Did I get it?
You got
Oxytocin
it.
reduces pain. So when the cold has made those muscles and joints aches, cuddling can help reduce aches and pains. I got to tell you, some of these, sometimes I read some of these and I do the research. I think they're full of garbage.
Well, when did they cultivate that practice?
I'm guessing.
I want to know what year.
I'm guessing the first year it got cold.
But the National Day, like, who was like, this needs to be a thing?
Now I do not know. They didn't have in here who started National Cuddle Up Day, but maybe it was somebody who was very lonely or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you just get a hug instead of cuddling?
I would think so. Yeah, hugs do oxytocin
Absolutely.
as well.
Hugs are very beneficial as well. Does it need to be cold to cuddle? No, of course not. There you go, folks. Now you've learned everything that we know, and we're glad to help you. What's on television, folks? What do you want to see on TV tonight? High school basketball, if depending on the weather, it might already be canceled by the time you're seeing this. The Lady Mules will be at North Clay at 5 o'clock, and that'll be right here on this channel. I'll be there at 5 o'clock, followed by the JV boys, Fairfield at North Clay, followed by the varsity. So big night at North Clay tonight. Also, Mascoutah is at Salem. That's on channel 98 at 6 o'clock. Basketball NBA, 6:30 Indiana Pacers are at Brooklyn. That's on FanDuel, channel 370. And Spurs are at the Bulls, channel Chicago Sports Network, 353. NCAA football, it's the Division I championship from Frisco, Texas, FCS. North Dakota State Bison versus what's Montana State? Any idea?
No.
You didn't know what North Dakota State was either, did you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure you did.
Getting with baking questions?
No, I'm out of baking.
Whoops.
I'm out of baking. And also basketball tonight, college basketball, a doubleheader on ESPN2. South Florida takes on Wichita State at 6, followed by TCU at Houston. And then on Fox Sports 1, it's Big Ten night. Wisconsin at Rutgers, followed by Ohio State at Minnesota. That is Mary Ellen Garner. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm going to switch cameras. And we'll be back right after these words. Please do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
She's working on so many doggone things, folks. I just can't. I can't keep up with it. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Let's look at that camera.
Oh,
See now. All right, let's take. We'll call a timeout. Let her look at the camera because we want to. I want to know which camera you like better. You're a professional. I want to make sure that I have your approval. Do you like that look better,
yes.
or do you like that look better?
No.
What's the difference?
The lighting.
It is, it's not like the lights turned off.
It's the angle and the lighting.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep with the one with you're happy with. You like that one, right?
Yep.
All right.
It's better.
Mary Ellen Garner is here. She's an actress and a bon vivant, as you can see. Is that the first time anybody's ever called you a bon vivant?
Yeah.
That's true. It is outstanding. As Mary is here, and she has, by golly, you hear the kids in high school, they want to run away to the circus. And you, by golly, have run away to the circus, haven't you? What in the world got you to run out west to try and become a big old Hollywood star?
Funny. I chose LA very pragmatically.
Yeah.
I graduated from Florida State
Okay.
with a stage training.
Okay.
I don't sing.
Okay.
I don't dance. I mean, I do, but wouldn't ask anyone to pay me.
Right.
So LA is where you go when you can't sing or dance. New York is where you go when you can.
I gotta tell you, I had never really thought of it like that.
And-
I mean, if you can't sing, you can't dance, you go to LA because you got to be able to do that on the stage in New York City.
Yeah, and then very much pragmatically as well, I knew I would be very poor starting out.
Sure.
And continuing so.
Right.
And
it's a long, hard road.
It's a lot easier to be poor where it's warm. Those are the two factors that took me to LA.
I love it. Well, shoot, I'm having a problem with my pictures today. Doggone it! I was gonna show the picture there of you. You get to go to the occasion. The cool parts about your life being out in Los Angeles, you get to meet a lot of friendly and interesting people.
I do.
Do you find? If those of us who I've been to Hollywood half a dozen times, but not in the last 20 years. And do you find people are friendly out there, open and receiving for the most part, or
No.
No? Really?
Short answer, no.
In the business though?
In the business, that's such a tough and convoluted question.
Yeah.
On the production side, yes.
Yeah, those are the questions I ask.
On the production side, yes. Above the line,
Really?
It just depends. It depends. I've been very fortunate. I have never applied to a production job. I've only ever referred in on people that knew me.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't dealt with a lot of problems.
I'm imagining that applying for a production as well, as well as for an in front of the camera job, the applying for it must be how many applications for one particular job, you think?
I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know.
Hundreds?
Yeah, I think it's that way for any job anymore, though, because of online applications.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we talk about production jobs versus act, you went out there probably full intention. Did you go out there with full intention to be the next Meryl Streep, or at what point did you decide you were going to play in the production side of it as well?
I did not go out to be Meryl Streep.
You did not.
I went out to be Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen Garner's who she went out to be.
I went out there to be me because she's Meryl.
Yes.
And I'm me, and that's different.
Well, now that's true.
That's very true. I don't know. It's tricky to want to do this for your career and to have the disposition I have, which is, I wish I could work and no one ever know my name.
Really?
Yeah, fame is not what people think it is.
I must tell you that is antithetical to everything one hears or imagines about.
Because when you grow up,
about
what
being
you
out there.
perceive is a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
That's not the real world there.
Right.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Everybody's hustling night and day, and the fame aspect is probably the worst.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
Really?
It's dangerous.
Is it really all that?
Oh, you don't have to be that popular to have
Stalkers.
to worry.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I guess we don't hear about it. But,
No, and I didn't really
But there are
realize
there are creepy people wherever you go. But do they? I guess creepy people are kind of drawn to what they see on their TV.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
the theater,
And
aren't
they feel entitled to you.
Yeah.
Like you owe them something in a way that's very bizarre.
Well, I'm very appreciative that you were able to come on the show.
Oh, thanks. You know, someone's going to have to walk me to my car.
We're walking Mary Ellen to her car after this. Okay. But the fun parts are you get to go to the occasional premiere or the occasional.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's fun. It is for me anyway.
You get to dress up and go. The reason I bring the picture I was going to show that didn't show was the one where you went to the Independence Awards. Tell me about that.
Dances with Films is a really big film festival that happens every year in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I was a part of a production called Big Brothers.
Okay.
And that's where we premiered it. And it starred Mike Mitchell,
All right.
who people might know from his work. He does a podcast called Doughboys.
Doughboy.
But I got in on it because of a production job I did.
Oh, really?
Yes. So last fall, I worked on a crew for CSI Miami True Crime.
Okay.
It was a Bruckheimer job, which was like really cool to be a part of.
Bruckheimer's the big deal.
And the whole entire crew was like me, where we're doing that as our day job, but we have like other things we're passionate about. So I'm an actor. A lot of the producers were actors. And then, so for Big Brothers, everybody came in to do their passion.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So like the DP for the CSI show was the DP on Big Brothers.
So it's a passion project. That means
Absolutely, yeah.
Nobody gets paid.
No, we raised money.
Okay.
We raised money, but because we had,
You're getting paid scale.
yeah,
call it
no, well, yeah, no.
You got paid a little bit. What they could afford.
Yeah, paid a little bit, but the film itself, if you like the budget of the film itself versus what it cost to make it was drastically different because people are wanting to come together.
What was the film about?
It's about five brothers who they're big boys. That's why it's called Big Brothers.
Okay.
These are five comedians that all grew up at UCB in LA, and it's.
Go ahead. I was going to say you can find it on Vimeo, right?
Yeah, it's on Vimeo, and I should know this. There is a streaming platform it's on. I can figure that out. Sorry.
That's all right.
But anyways, it's about these five brothers. Their mother has just passed away. They all have to come to their hometown, to her home, to clean it out, and hijinks ensue.
It's not quite the Sons of Katie Elder. You don't have any idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
That's a Western with John Wayne from 50 or 60 years ago. I watched it about 2 weeks ago. That's why. That's basically the plot of the Sons of Katie Elder.
Yeah.
They all come back to clean up her business, and hijinks ensue there too. Of course, it's a John Wayne movie. You got shooting and stuff. This one doesn't have shooting and stuff.
No, but it does have a lot of physicality. A lot of these guys are like into wrestling and all that stuff.
Well, that's just good, clean fun. Tell me about the part of your. I've got to get the pictures going. Let's see if I can get any of these other pictures to fly. I'm having trouble.
Oh no!
I think I've got the other ones all in there, but the first set here I had a problem with.
It's okay.
The ones with the. Tell me about climbing the Hollywood sign. I tell you what, let's do. You tell me about climbing the Hollywood sign when we return.
Okay.
That's Mary Ellen Garner. I'm Bruce Dickey. I'm going to go kick a machine, and we'll be back right after these words. Please stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
That's fun, though.
That is fun.
The further away from home I got, the more I realized how important arts and entertainment and culture is that exists here.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's just barking right up my alley, telling me how important arts and education are here in the Clay County, Marion County, Effingham, Wayne County area. As Mary Ellen Garner is here, we are talking about a wide variety of subjects. I've been to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I have seen the big letters out there in the sky, from a long way away as well as from, a few miles, but never driven up there or anything like that. You climbed up the thing.
Down.
You climbed down the thing.
You climbed down the thing.
You can't climb up, can you? Or can you?
You can't. No.
You can't.
The Hollywood sign is heavily protected by fences and cameras, and you have to have a permit to get there.
Okay.
And I believe it's like $3,000 for 45 minutes.
Oh my.
Something like that.
So you have to make sure you pick a day that it's
You have to go
clear.
It's that's a good story because we actually didn't.
Ooh.
But it was a thing. We had two officials there.
Okay.
A helicopter came to make sure we were who we said we were.
I would show the doggone pictures, but I kicked the machine and it didn't. Those didn't come back.
So you go to the top of Griffith.
Yeah.
And then
once you're near the observatory.
It's the same park.
Okay.
So the top of the park where the Hollywood sign is, you drive up, and then they unlock the gate, they let you in, and you have to rappel down.
You rappel down to the side.
Because there were some pictures of the rope, and it's very, very steep. So the three of us had to rappel with the gear.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
It was wild.
So you took the shots from the Hollywood sign for a documentary. Tell me about the documentary that you're working on.
The documentary
or have worked on.
Yeah, it came out. It's for BBC, and it is called The Man Who Absolutely Didn't Steal Hollywood. And it's about a con man who conned Hollywood.
Wow.
Which is kind of brilliant.
That is pretty cool. And when you say absolutely didn't steal Hollywood,
he totally did.
He totally did.
Totally did. He totally did. But he claims he didn't. And he's safe and sound wherever. I think in Italy.
He's out of the jurisdiction of the folks. Well, you can find that on. I'm certain the BBC streaming service and maybe on PBS or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It was really cool. It was just three of us doing the LA scenes, and
You got to interview all kinds of
And I got to be an associate
studio
producer.
heads and stuff from that day and age, right?
Yeah, and that was an associate producer credit, which is
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, that is really
That's a
cool.
nice deal.
It's moving up, and John.
On a BAFTA winning project.
Well, that one didn't win a BAFTA.
I'll keep messing these.
No, that's okay though, because the director and the DP, shortly after we shot that, won a BAFTA.
I got you.
Which is the equivalent of an Oscar.
Right. Yeah.
So I now-
British Academy Awards.
Yes, so I
British
now
Academy
get
of
to
Film
say that I made a documentary with BAFTA award-winning
Hey,
director.
that works, which might have helped you get, and the folks might recognize you from your this job.
Yes.
Tell me about this lady.
That's Eileen Davidson.
Oh, it is. Okay, I don't watch The Young and the Restless.
So
How would I
Eileen
know?
Davidson has been in the soap opera world for 30 plus years.
Okay.
People will know her from Days of Our Lives
Okay.
and also Young and the Restless.
Right.
They bounce back and forth. She also was a Real Housewife.
Oh, no kidding.
I think of Beverly Hills. I think so.
Wow.
Which I think newer generations will know her from that.
No
And
kidding.
she's such a force. And I watched her as a kid, and I've been on that. By this point, I had been on the show like 9 months.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm pointing. I'm so excited because I was dying to be on set with
I'll
Eileen.
put her back up there.
I was dying to be on set with Eileen.
See,
And so this is the one time I've been on set with her because
she doesn't come into the coffee shop.
No, are you kidding me? People get coffee for her.
Oh.
So for her to come in, I was like, oh my gosh. And everybody knew how excited I was. So the state, you're not supposed to get
Yeah,
pictures.
you're not supposed to talk to bother the actors, are you?
Well, believe it or not, they're the nicest people in the world.
Okay.
It's the coolest set to be on.
That's good. That's
Yes,
cool. That's
yeah.
great.
It's a big family for sure.
So you got to meet her. That's wonderful.
And this was her idea. She was like, well, let's make it fun. Let's, make it look like we're doing stuff.
So you didn't throw your espresso on her there.
No, but that would have been more in line with I think how people would perceive her, which would have been fun.
Let's see. I've got who's this dude?
That is one of the Newman, or maybe he's an Abbott. Oh gosh, I lose track. I think he's an Abbott. It's the Newmans and the Abbotts.
Do you watch the show?
No, but you know what? They don't either. And it's so funny to hear them, people will get brought in and they'll be sitting working their lines and they'll be like, wait, so what happened 20 years ago with our characters? It was like, wait, no, I was married to you once. That was it. Because the story is so convoluted over so many decades that you can't keep up.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. I heard you showed me this was a reaction to by a fan. Huh? They liked your gig here.
And this is so funny because someone sent this to my mom.
Oh, really?
So someone who I don't know saw me and took a screenshot of this and sent it to my mom. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about it.
Do you recall this reaction to something on the show?
I do. So I was like, oh, this is my oh bleep moment because I knew I messed up the shot.
Oh, no.
I made a loud noise and I was like, oh, no, I screwed up the shot. And you don't want to do that, right?
No.
Background's background.
That's a lot of money.
And they used it. They were like, this is funny, let's air that. And then so someone screenshotted. The best part about this for me is, so there's that's
an actor there in the front.
That's Chance or Chase, I can't remember.
One of them.
But there's another actor, his name's Mark Grossman. And everyone in these 174 comments you see are almost 150 of these people trying to figure out if I'm Mark Grossman's mom. Mark Grossman is 3 years younger than me. I was like, are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. This is you in the same outfit, basically. You don't look like anybody's mother, for crying out loud.
But, nobody uses logic or reason online, and someone somewhere posted that Mark Grossman's mom was going to be on there. So they were like, oh, it must be Mark Grossman's mom. It's like, nope. Oh, this is fun.
See, now I like this.
I do too.
This is this isn't from the Y&R, right? This is from something else.
This is from a production job. It's a Chrissy Teigen and David Chang.
You got an opportunity to mess with this is a Steadicam, right?
No, that's not a Steadicam.
Okay.
That is. It looks like it though because it's attached to the harness.
Yeah.
Which is just for support.
That must be heavier and heavier and heavier. How heavy is that camera?
I had to have someone grab it.
I bet.
It's so heavy. You have to be the back pain I experienced in a very short amount of time Okay, this is the same job, and that's in the Video Village, and I was just pretending there.
Well, this is cool. This is cool, though. This kind of gives folks an idea what
that's like where the
directors and the production people look at as they're shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got different camera views there that they're taking a look at.
What's so cool about
the time and that kind of stuff?
What's so cool about this job is I don't have any camera training.
Okay.
But somehow I ended up as a camera PA, and I was taught how to work with the cameras, like me holding the camera. That was a completely instructional moment.
No, that must help you out a ton going to the other stuff that you're doing, the
Absolutely.
other production, and
it's why I wanted to do production.
Which leads us into this, and this is what we're going to talk about. You got to go to Paris.
I went to Paris, and I didn't have to drive any further than 10 minutes from my house.
Didn't even have to go to the airport. No. I tell you what, that is so cool. We're here with Mary Ellen Garner. We're going to talk about Paris and the opportunity to interact to an extent with a Hollywood legend.
Yeah, man.
Gigantic. When I'm talking gigantic, folks, it don't get much bigger than that guy.
He's the guy.
It doesn't get much bigger than this guy.
He's the guy.
We'll tell you all about it when we return. That's Mary Ellen Garner. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk. Back after these.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey and Wabash Catch TV. I'm joined by Mary Ellen Garner, actress, production. She does it all out in Hollywood. Does a wonderful job on a wide variety of subjects. Okay, you got to work with Tell 'em all who. Tell 'em all who.
Steven Spielberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, director. I mean, one of my favorites. I have seen every movie he's made.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw all of AI. To tell you the truth.
Oh.
But other than I shouldn't have mentioned that. Sorry about that, Steve. Right. I've seen them all.
Steve.
I've seen Jaws enough times I didn't have to see AI. Right. How about that?
Yeah.
But you got an opportunity this last summer to work with Mr. Spielberg. Tell me how that went.
It was actually last November.
So they put all this. This was for the Olympics.
This was for the Olympics,
which took place in July of 24.
Yes,
and you did this project November of 23.
This was November. These were all the promos, and specifically what I worked on was the introduction to the live stream of the opening ceremonies.
Okay.
So
That's pretty specific.
It's very specific. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, when I showed up to work that day, I didn't know who I was working with.
Okay. Oh, no kidding.
No, I had no idea.
Wow.
I knew it was an Olympic job. This is on the Universal backlot, stage 1.
All right.
And,
I think I've got a couple of different
he
pictures
built
of stage
Universal.
one. Well, stage 1 was where, Universal was where
So, yeah,
Jaws was.
So that, where you see Team USA, that's the entrance to stage 1.
Okay.
And when Mr. Spielberg pulls up, he pulls up right there.
What's Mr. Spielberg drive?
I think it was a Mercedes.
Oh, no kidding.
It was very nice. He drove himself. He's by himself. He didn't come in with a team. He's one of the most gracious and humble people.
Wait a second. You're telling me Spielberg doesn't have a team?
He didn't have a team. No, it was just him. And get this. So because I was working directly with the AD, I was the person on the crew who received him.
Oh, so you had to say, Mr. Spielberg, this is the way.
No. There was a team.
Do you get to talk to? Oh, there was a team.
There was a team of NBC execs, right? So like all the big wigs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Meet him at his car, but I'm in the back with my headset and my radio. He sees me and he reaches through and waves.
Just to make sure that you know he's there.
Yeah, he's just like, he didn't have to do that. Like I didn't see him, But he's just a good guy.
All right, now tell me what this is, and I think I know. This is basically the.
This is the shot setup.
The shot chart.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing this. Because I was watching this.
Yeah.
I watched the Olympics from start to finish.
And what's so cool about this, for me anyways, is we worked on this for 4 days.
Right.
We had him for 45 minutes.
Oh, no kidding.
So for 3.5 days, we built the set, we prepped, we ran it like a theater show.
Uh-huh.
Like a live show, so that way when he showed up, all he had to do was stand on his mark and deliver, and we work around him.
No kidding.
Because we only had 45 minutes.
Boy, I tell you what, that is so cool being a Hollywood icon.
It was unbelievable. It was the director and the DP are two people from
director of photography.
They have many Emmys from the Survivor series.
Oh, really? Like Mark Burnett.
Yes, it's Duncan, Tim Duncan's brother. I
Okay.
can't remember his name. Anyways, the DP is like I'm standing next to him, and he's just like, dumbstruck. He can't talk. And I was like, go talk to him. That's Steven Spielberg. Go talk to him.
He was dumbstruck, wouldn't talk to Spielberg. That was his job to tell Spielberg what to do.
Well, yeah, he's running the crane,
Yeah.
And he's just so like in awe. He couldn't go speak to him, and I'm like, I'm a PA. I'm the lowest man there, and I'm like, I went and stood in Video Village behind Steven Spielberg watching him watch his playbacks. Like, I will know. What are the odds I'll ever be in that room again?
Spielberg direct himself.
Yeah. Like, when will that ever happen again? Like,
it may never.
It may never.
I'm not going to say. God bless you. You've been tremendously successful, and there's plenty of. But he may not have that much time to keep working on movies where he'll have an opportunity to work with him.
Exactly. Like I would have, if I could have found a broom, I would have like swept behind. You know what I mean? I would have done anything to be there.
Well, the guy is it's a Hollywood legend. I mean, it's about as big a legend as you can get.
A class act.
Yeah, that's so cool that he wasn't, where's my coffee?
No.
Hey, I didn't want the blue spot things on my donut.
Yeah, and in that role, he's vulnerable because he's not usually in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So to get to see him direct himself and to have be like, oh, I'm not sure about that,
And this is also kind of indicative and tells us all a little bit about how much effort NBC and everybody puts into these kind of entertainments.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because how much money were they doing for this?
Oh, I couldn't even
Let me show you. Let's show you the last thing.
Okay.
Tell me about this little device that was there on screen that you used for this.
Very small piece of equipment is called the volume.
Right.
That is inside of the backlot.
Right.
The volume is what they use to shoot The Mandalorian.
Basically, creates the entire background, so they don't have to build.
Yes, and they can do
as opposed to them using even just back shooting.
Yes, yeah, no, that's the world. You act in front of that as if you're on a set. That is your set, and that's Lucasfilms.
Right.
So that was really cool to be a part of.
So did Universal? Who knows? I was going to ask if they bought this from Lucasfilms or
no, they work together.
Is it still there at Universal?
No, that was set up just for this. So
okay.
Every little square you see is an individual box that they have to click together like Legos.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's insane.
That's so cool. After you folks, after you get used to seeing that, I tell you what, let's bring it back down to earth, and we'll talk. We're gonna finish up the show talking about some of your documentary work. How about that?
I feel like people around here are gonna love this more than that other stuff.
You think so?
Oh my gosh, this show is huge around here.
You might be right. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Mary Ellen Garner. We're having a ball. We'll be back and wrap things up with her after these. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come. Relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cash TV. All right, now this is the coolest thing. As you're an actress in The Young and the Restless, Mary Ellen Garner here, who we're talking about. You have worked in production, the Olympics, production on a wide variety of documentaries. Tell me about this show. What is this Alaska thing you're talking about? This is just, by the way, is that the Alaska? That's a gorgeous shot.
Isn't it stunning?
Yeah.
That's Port Protection, Alaska.
Okay.
And the show is called Port Protection.
Okay.
And that's a photo I took on my phone.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's like not even from it's just that beautiful up there.
Yeah, where is Port Protection, like from Anchorage and Fairbanks and all that kind of stuff?
It's part of Prince of Wales Isle, so it's very Pacific Northwest, not so much Arctic Circle. So like we would fly into.
So it's down towards Juneau.
Yes,
more.
down towards Juneau.
I see.
So you do the milk run. We fly like through Ketchikan, Juneau, and then we have to get there by seaplane.
Yeah, we'll get to the seaplanes here in a minute. Tell us what these fellows are doing. And do you handle one of those cameras on the boat? How many in your crew?
No. So the crew here, there's 2 cameras and 1 camera assist. The guy in the boat is the lead DP, and then the producer is the field producer is the other cameraman.
So at Point Protection, basically you're going out there to try to catch fish.
Well, Port Protection is about sustenance living.
Oh, okay.
So there's this whole big universe, Life Below Zero.
Okay.
That just wrapped, actually.
Okay.
They had like a 15-year run, 12-year run.
That's like the same group that was doing the truckers,
Ice Road Truckers.
Ice Road Truckers,
yeah. Again, this is National Geographic and BBC.
Okay.
That's funny. That's when I was working on the camera team. But Port Protection is all about sustenance living. So like, shoot to kill to eat and building.
Whatever.
and-
Yeah, these dudes are fishing for sustenance,
Yeah, and that's Jiggy and Victoria, super sweet people.
and they are part of the show. They're
They're cast members.
on screen people.
Yeah, they're cast members, and right now they're in the middle of Jiggy's teaching Victoria that she how to fish, and that's just in between
So
scenes.
that's you hanging out with Jiggy and Victoria.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be there, but
I was wondering. See, no, but that's how you learn, isn't it?
it is how you learn. Yeah, I'm very good at putting myself in positions to learn.
Oh, they say so. Now they gonna. Oh, what are they fishing for out there? They fishing for salmon? Are they fishing for
Most likely.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's
How long is a shoot?
It depends. They do. So we would fly people up. We'd fly the team up for usually around 21 days.
Okay.
And then they'd be off, and then they go back on for another leg, and they do that for about 4 or 5 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we just go back and forth because
So it's 21 on, 21 off, or 21 on, 7 off, or how's that?
Kind of 21. That's about
Okay.
right. I can't really remember.
Yeah.
So that was like right when I got back after the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Because a lot of those photos you'll see we have masks on.
Yeah, I was.
We were still doing tons of COVID tests and.
Well, I was just going to show. Now this is you getting ready to fly up there.
Yeah, that's the seaplane because you can't get to Point Baker. You can only get there by plane or boat.
I got to tell you, this next picture just scares the tar out of me. I mean,
This guy here, sorry,
yeah, go ahead.
he has been attacked by a grizzly bear and lived to tell it.
Oh, you're kidding?
That is no joke.
Oh, that is no joke.
It is insane.
I just can't believe you're putting all this stuff into the camera. Let's find that. Lord, I hit the
What
button
is
for
it?
that last shot. Doggone it, you piece of crap.
Do you remember what it was? I could talk about it.
It was the plane.
The
full
seaplane.
plane.
That's all the food for the crew.
That was all food?
That's all food for the crew.
me see if I
That whole plane is completely full, and they'd get a shipment every week of food that they'd have to.
Oh my golly! For some reason it's messing around. I don't know, but it looks like a hell of a time.
It was a super fun shoot.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I was in Alaska. It was just beautiful, and like, what am I doing there?
You going to get the opportunity to go back up there? I mean, do you know? What do you have planned?
So-
What's coming up for Mary Ellen?
Well, my focus is primarily acting now. Going into production was a weird one-off.
Well,
that
if you've been able to act as this one, barely younger than you as his mother, that's pretty good acting.
I have range. I really do.
That's outstanding.
I really do.
range.
I've booked some things in the last year for their TikTok vertical series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, much to my chagrin, that's like where the entertainment industry is going.
Hey, that is kind of. I mean, if you get a foothold in that, unless they outlaw it, which.
Well, it technically did get outlawed January 1st, but
people are still using it.
well, yeah, how do you regulate that?
Yeah,
how do you shut it down?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, that's like everybody's attention span is so terrible now that they only can watch 1 minute at a time of a show. So they're starting to make shows with scenes 1 minute each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that short film I did, the picture from Dances with Films,
Yeah.
I played a dead mother in a flashback with no lines.
Right.
And then on this TikTok series, I played a dead mother in a flashback with lines.
Are you getting
Upward mobility.
Are you getting typecast?
I apparently have a nostalgic look. Yeah. I am a mom from days of yore.
Oh, well, I got to tell you, Mary Ellen, it's just, I am so happy to see you're doing well out there, and tremendous, to wish you continued tremendous success, because, I mean, you appear to be having fun. Are you having fun out there in the
having
industry?
the best time.
Yeah?
It's so hard, but it is so fun.
Well, that's the thing. You're learning, and you're as you learn more stuff, you're having more fun, you're meeting more interesting people.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We certainly do appreciate it. Best success.
Yeah, next year or next time there'll be more lawyers.
The negotiations will have to start earlier, folks.
Yep.
Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.